small town.
I love my country, I love my family, and I will do anything to protect that. I can tell you that right now.
I have to admit this because I didn't know exactly who Jason Aldean was, but the cancel culture and their pushback against Jason has created a new profound love in my heart for him as an artist. I begin to realize, hey man, I not only I need to pray for this man, I need to listen to his music. It's like the cancel culture went after him and they made him famous, even more famous than he already was. Jason Aldean blast cancel culture, defends. Try that in a small town at Cincinnati concert. Amen. I'm so excited about this one because, you know, the cancel culture, they can never be satisfied. The more you apologize and the more you bow down and surrender or capitulate your worldview or your belief system to appease that culture, they will still cancel you anyway because they don't have any mercy. So there's been many people before. I remember this guy, Anthony Blast from the Toronto Raptors, who after he did the stuff he did and said a few things against the sister of perpetual indulgences, he apologized and he was still canceled.
Because when I look at the Toronto Blue Jays and their pitcher Anthony Bass, apparently he showed a post on Instagram about the biblical reason that Christians should boycott Target. He was then met with boos in his next appearance on the mound.
Go back to Tampa. Go back to Florida.
Then he was seen bending the knee, apologizing for having beliefs that people disagree with.
I recognized yesterday I made a post that was hurtful to the Pride community, and I am truly sorry for that. I just spoke with my teammates and shared with them my actions yesterday. I apologized with them, and as of right now, I'm using the Blue Jays resources to better educate myself to make better decisions moving forward.
How sad is it that we now have pro athletes being re-educated by their teams? And what star player with any amount of self-dignity would want to go play for the Toronto Blue Jays right now?
You're embarrassing yourself.
That's why it's never safe to apologize to these people. If you're gonna stand for something, just stand firm. It is what it is. Let them come. But the thing is, if you keep apologizing to them, they will keep on sucking you dry. So this is what Jason Aldean did here in this concert, and it's exciting because it shows that there is hope and there are some boldness left in this country. Not every one of us or surrendering our hearts to this system. Don't get me wrong. When you're wrong, it's okay to come back and apologize. It's the right thing to do. But in some cases, you just got to stand firm for what you believe. And this video brings so much joy to my heart. Let's get to this thing. Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. If you happen to be new, support the channel as well. Let's take a listen to this one here.
Everybody having fun so far tonight? Well, I gotta tell you guys, man, it's been a long ass week. It's been a long week, and I've seen a lot of stuff. Suggesting I'm this, suggesting I'm that. Hey, here's the thing. Here's one thing I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion. You can think something all you want to, it doesn't mean it's true, right? So, what I am is a proud American. I'm proud to be from here. I love our country. I want to see it restored to what it once was before all this bullshit started happening to us. I love my country, I love my family, and I will do anything to protect that. I can tell you that right now. here's what I want to say. A lot of things out there, and one thing I love, you guys know how it is this day and age, cancel culture is a thing. That's something that if people don't like what you say, they try and make sure that they can cancel you, which means try and ruin your life, ruin everything. One thing I saw this week was a bunch of country music fans that could see through a lot of the bullshit, all right? I saw country music fans rally like I've never seen before, and it was pretty badass to watch, I gotta say. Thank you guys so much. So I had people ask me, man, everything's going on with this song. You think you're going to play it tonight? You think you're not going to play it? And I said, you know, people that come to my shows, you guys know what I'm about. You know what I stand for. I've never shied away from that at all. And I know a lot of you guys grew up like I did. You kind of have the same values, the same principles that I have, which is we want to take our kids to a movie and not worry about some asshole coming in there shooting up the theater, right? So when somebody asks me, hey man, you think you're going to play this song tonight? The answer was simple. The people have spoken, and you guys spoke very, very loudly this week.
And he played the song. Wow. I'm telling you something. I got goosebumps growing through my vein, baby. Way to go. You go, boy. You go. That makes me happy. I mean, this is a uppercut to the rib of the cancel culture who thinks that they run the show. Well, the vast majority of us have not surrendered our heart. Okay, there's a large amount of people, and I love what Jason Aldean just did here, man. There's a large amount of people who haven't lost it, and this breathes hope. I mean, I got goosebumps going all through my body. I'm telling you, because that's what it takes to make a change. It doesn't take much, though. It takes one man with the guts, with the heart, with the determination to say, no, you bunch of little crying children who want to get everything you want and control everyone's conscience and police my thoughts. No. And I'll tell you what, I had to say no to them at one point because many times they came on my YouTube channel and started putting their crazy comment, you transphobic. I'm like, I made another video to rebuke them because I realized y'all ain't gonna cancel me. You could report me to your uncle YouTube all you want to get me in trouble. I don't care about what you guys say. You're not gonna get me to stop preaching the gospel either. So go ahead, have a good time trying to do this with me. So I love the spirit of Jason Aldean. This brings so much hope and joy to my heart to see an artist. And again, I would say this is bigger than country music because even though I was not so much of a country fan, I have a few reactions on my channel and I do love country artists and their style of delivering their message. Very, very good. But I'm not so much of a country music kind of guy. However, I was willing to stand with him because what he's standing for, I benefit from. This is what it means to be an American, to fight for values that matters to us. We live in a time today where everything is being sugar-coated. Police thought, our thoughts are being politically correct. You got to be careful how you do not step on working on eggshells. Be careful that you don't offend the LGBT. Be careful that you don't make somebody mad. But remember, critical race theory. Like, what are we doing here? So some of us got to come to a point where we say, you know what, enough of that game you guys are playing. We're not buying into this stuff anymore. And I love the spirit of this man alongside with his wife and many of the people who supported him. No, that's not a racist song. It is not a lynching anthem. Y'all can try to say all that you want. The common person, even my children. I was in a car with my 2 kids and I said, listen to this song. And I have a 12-year-old son. He listened to it. He's like, yeah, man, that means you need to respect somebody's neighborhood. Don't go in a small town to start doing things you're not supposed to do. That's a good song. And I let my daughter listen to it, 17 years old. Same thing. She's like, yeah, that's a great song. I said, did you see racism? She said, racism? You serious? There's nothing racist about the song. 17-year-old, 12-year-old saw nothing of this sort. You see, the thing is, it's a matter of how you approach the matter. It's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of either emotional imbalance. And I think this Gen Z generation and many of these race hustlers, they're always looking for something to be mad at. They're always looking for racism where it doesn't exist. And if they cannot find it, they try to resurrect it. These are some miserable people. And we should have no respect for them. Now, we can love, we can have the debate, we can pray that God will bless and have mercy and change the heart, but we should not capitulate. We should not surrender. We should not apologize to the mob because they are never satisfied. And I love what Jason Aldean just did here, man. He just kind of, in a sense, not to curse here, he gave them the middle finger. In a sense, I agree, because I'm like, listen, man, enough is enough of this nonsense. And we come to a place today, friends, you're going to have to stand for what you believe. Stand for, I mean, even Jesus cannot take the sugar-coated apostate, confused, flam, two-sided person anymore. Even in the Christian church, this stuff doesn't fit. In our culture today, you need to stand for. I think that's why Bud Light is in big trouble today. Bud Light doesn't know what to do with themselves. They're losing their market share. They're losing money. They're losing the people because they refuse to stand for something. You're going to support the gays and the lesbian and all that stuff. You go ahead, Bud. Do your thing, Bud Light. But don't try to act like you are part of the people and you over there doing the very things that you know the people are against. I mean, come on, man, make up your mind. And in this sense, I will say the same ought to be true for you and I in the light of spiritual things. Make up your mind. Look what it says here. Jesus says, because it says this, I know your works, that you are neither cold nor hot. This is a problem. Are you hot or are you cold when it comes to your spiritual condition, even the issues of our society? Where do you stand? Are you hot or are you cold? Jesus says, I would that you were cold or hot. In other words, I wish you would pick one, man. If you're going to stand against me, do it with all your heart. If you're going to stand for me, do it with all your heart. He went on to say, so then, because you are lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew you out of my mouth. And this is the problem. We have a lot of lukewarmness, passivity, no backbone, jelly backbone, I should say. We have a bunch of men in our culture who will not stand for anything. And it's been said, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. We've come to a place in our society where good men, solid men, Christian men, they're just not saying anything. People who believe for the things that are true and righteous and good for our society in this country, they just shut their mouths and allowing the cancel culture in these child-centered perspective. I mean, these woke mobs who are never satisfied, who are hungry dogs, who will continue to bark until they get everything they want. We just allow this stuff to go on. We've done that way too long. It's time for some righteous protest, some righteous indignation. It's time for somebody to flex their muscles and say, you've had enough. You little child who refused to grow up. We can't keep giving you everything you want because you are never happy. Some of them went into gay rights. They got the gay rights. They want more than just that now. They want your children. They want to sit men in dresses and read to them, and they call themselves drag queen. That's how you want special privilege. Now you wanted to deal with racism. Okay, fine. Now it's not just racism. You turn it around. You say, no, it's called reverse discrimination. No, you racist. You're racist. And then you say, well, we're just trying to heal the sins of the past. I mean, don't get me started. Let me slow down. Let me come down, turn down the heat here. Jason Aldean once again. Thank you, my man, for standing firm. Not just country music people. Notice you. Even the people who are not in country music at all. We know what you're standing for. And that's the right thing. Therefore, we stand for you. Whether we support country music or not. Because that's just the right thing to do. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. Share your thought and perspective below. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, because I know some of you says, where do you get the shirt? We have a link in the description. I should have a link in the description. I'm going to make sure I double check in this video to make sure this link is below. Go over there. Okay, so there is, you can redeem, actually, we got free shipping going on right now. Go over there to the Spreadshop, lookandlivemyspreadshop.com, and check it out. There's some things there for you as well. Put on something. I'm actually going shopping myself for a few more items. So, yeah, put on something and support the channel that way. And there are other ways to do that as well. And thank you for all of you that are supporting us on a monthly basis, not only on YouTube, but also the Patreon account. You're the reasons why we keep this fire going. God bless you, though. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe once again to the page if you happen to be new. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.